in all things political and arcane. There's much prestige that follows this. Though there is no recollection immediately, you believe that it has a very important cause. And if it's going to Lepidstadt University, obviously it's incredibly important. If this falls into the wrong hands, this could mean potentially despair.
Am I allowed to ask questions if I'm not the one who rolled it?
Totally, yeah.
Since this is going to Lepidstadt, which we know, and it's from very important people, are these important people dark, or are they of people just of knowledge?
Which people?
The one you spoke of for the Palatine's Eye.
Well, that's basically up to Tosh. Or excuse me, Nim. If Nyx tells you anything about that, then you can kind of try to acquire the information that way, but if she doesn't say anything, then you can't ask any questions.
Okay, sorry about that.
That's all right. No problem.
All right, Nyx is on you.
All right, I kind of reiterate everything that Bub has said. And yeah, so if you want to ask your question,
okay, all right.
Cheat codes,
basically. Mogar, you're not sure. Honestly, you're not sure. You guys don't know enough about it. You got a good place to start, but as it stands, you don't really know enough about it.
So I'm gonna pretend that Mogar actually asked this question. So I don't. Nyx kind of like just looks at the book and kind of just holds it in her hand and flopping it back and forth, kind of maybe opening it. Well, it's
Wait, you're actually touching it?
Yeah, I'm touching it.
You can't open it.
Yeah, I know. I realize it's locked.
Yeah.
So I'm just like flopping it all over the place. I'm like, well, I know you asked, is it good or bad, but I think it's in the wrong hands. It could be bad, but then that's everything. So for right now, I just think it's a book. You know, like all knowledge is good knowledge.
It's clearly more than a book if it's locked.
Yeah.
Need I say?
Well, I mean, when something is super prestigious as this, I would lock it too. So, from a standpoint, I don't think this is evil. I don't think it's good. I don't think it's bad. I think it's a book. But depending on your hands and what you do with it, that defines it. That was the smartest thing I've said all this time. I feel so proud of myself.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
If there's a lock, there has to be a key.
Question, can I use a skeleton key? Because I definitely brought one of those.
This is very different. So, like, a skeleton key is meant to fit a traditional lock. This actually looks like a triangular slot.
Wait, is it on there? A triangular slot?
Yeah, it's actually the eye of the scarab itself.
So, where would, if I was a key, where would I be?
Turns to look at Kendra. Did you know anything of this, Kendra?
Well, considering it was sealed in his lockbox, no, I did not.
I'm like scanning through the journal to see if he mentioned the book.
Just about to say that. I was going to be
key.
like, Mogar wants to know, is there something in journal?
Well, I'm actually like just quickly skimming it.
The only information that you have been given was in the last will and testament, where you have been informed to return this to Lepidstadt University.
They must have the key.
Can we look in it? We're in the library now, but can we look to see if there's anything to do with the Order of Palatini in this library?
Sure, go ahead. Give me a knowledge arcana, and since you're inside of his library, I'll give you a +2 on top of that, so d20 +3.
Okay. I keep putting DO, like DO20. It's really silly.
Alright, you should just not roll ever.
Why does it hate me so much? How can I roll a 5?
She's quite not knowledge. She don't have as much knowledge as she thinks she does. I'm just kidding.
My intellect.
When the derpy gnome has more knowledge than the esteemed sorceress.
Nyx, you can roll as well.
I'm not about this evil, not this political knowledge.
Yeah.
I'm more.
Get that natural 20.
She's a 30.
What am I rolling for? I'm sorry?
It's going to be the same as before. It's a knowledge arcana. You get to add 2 additional to it, so d20 +3. That is not
What's
cutting the mustard.
What? It's more than Symarra.
Can I roll for this?
Sure, yeah,
So
you
this-
can.
Yeah.
Where? I don't even know. I don't have. Any,
Oh, I still have one
I
more luck roll. Fuck
Yeah.
Oh,
this.
then go ahead.
Oh, we
go
added
for
one
it.
as well because of the sub, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. We have 3. Well, I have 3.
Yep. I'm going to use my real dice next time.
15.
What are we rolling for again?
Meh. All right.
It's
well, again, it's
knowledge arcana. In this case, Mogar, for you, it's just going to be a d20 plus 2.
You really want me to roll for this?
Yeah, totally.
Oh,
We
my
should
God.
all
Because you could be our lucky savior.
Why'd you be smart? Mysterious.
Yeah, come on, Mogar, you're a
To find
genius.
You can do it. Watch Mogar get.
Mogar actually knows all about this book. Well,
He can find the book. Maybe he found
Mogar
the
could
book with the
definitely
picture on it.
know
Mogar's
stuff
like,
about it without
listen
having to
here,
read it.
peasants.
Okay,
Mogar,
Mogar definitely saw the
They're
picture on the cover of the book.
They're you know they're plucking out a book at a time, trying to discover something that would sort of fit the bill. And you, being 7 feet tall, you can actually see on top of the bookshelves. And there happens to be a leather-bound book that matches the color of this book that you guys have. When you retrieve it, it appears to have a scrivened golden scarab on top of it. Not like the one that you have that's like a very 3D model. This actually looks like it's been etched into the leather.
Mogar found something. I see it.
Mogar,
Hold on.
Let me see that real quick.
Mogar sees something that looks like book ahead. Here, look.
Solis looks at it. I think we're on to something. Symarra? Nyx? Come on over.
Waddles over.
Waddles.
There, it appears to be called The Great Esoteric. That's what this book is called.
The Great Esoteric?
Yes, The Great Esoteric. Esoteric.
Does this book have a lock on it? Or
It
no?
does not. It does not.
Nyx, since you love opening things, I think you should be the one to open this one.
Okay. There's no lock. It's just a book.
But you're quite knowledgeable on these, it seems, so.
Is there magic on book? Is there aura? Is there anything of this sort?
I have to roll for this, right?
Do you have Detect Magic?
Oh, I feel like I do. Where would I find that?
That's in your spells.
Oh, I definitely remember this. Why do I remember having this? Why is it so tiny? No, I don't.
That's what she said.
Spellcraft roll
You
work.
don't want. You gotta be careful because sometimes you never know. You might open something and then poof, booby traps.
That's right.
I don't have it.
Okay.
Oh no!
You have no
Well,
way of
then-
knowing immediately. Like, it's... Maybe
What's
you could
spellcraft for?
relearn the spell. Spellcraft would help you if you had a spell to base it off of, but
Oh.
there's been no spell cast.
I don't know anything about spells.
Oh.
Nyx just holds the book to her nose and just starts smelling.
So maybe I'll just make a little suggestion here. Well, we don't. Cypress is at this point is just null and void, but I'll just say something like, maybe we should hold this for later. Do a little bit more.
I mean,
Searching.
it doesn't smell. This doesn't smell like it's a booby trap, but
Mogar did not mean to scare you. Just I do not want little gnome going poof.
Oh.
Mogar, you're the best. But yeah, I think we should definitely leave this. I mean, it really doesn't smell bad, but all right. Well, we could leave that for later.
Okay. So,
Are there
discovered
any
them.
other topics that you guys would like to search out?
Can we have a look for more to do with the
Damn! Now I'm kind of like I
more
really want to
recent
open it.
the Whispering Way?
All right.
Okay, you want to
yes.
search out information on the Whispering Way.
Yeah, like if possible more recent because it has been over 400 years. But
Okay, if you have Knowledge Arcana or Knowledge Religion, you could research more on the Whispering Way.
okay, here we go.
We got this.
our
We got
bonus.
this.
You do get the +2 because you are inside of the professor's library. You are researching through his materials.
Okay, D20 +3. Cross your
Here we go.
fingers, everyone. Let's
Here
go.
we go.
Crossing them. Oh!
Hey!
That's not bad. How about you, Nyx?
finally.
You giving it a go, Nyx? Lily.
Nick stares
Deep-
off into
deep in a hole.
space and doesn't know
Deep
if
in
she
a
would like
hole.
to do that.
Sniffing that book, put her in a good place.
Yeah, it's just.
You know, I'm like, oh,
Knowledge.
Knowledge.
Oh.
Nick's critical fails. She got a mighty whip.
Oh my god.
Okay, so I apparently know more historical stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I got some extra balls, but I don't know anything about this. I mean, I could roll. I mean, if you guys want.
Yeah, I mean the knowledge, arcana, or religion if you've got it.
I don't have any
Me
of
as
that.
well. No,
Well,
like
I just get a +2 off the bat, right?
Yep.
So I don't have anything, so I'll just try to no. Am I doing this right? /R D 1v_d20? Am I supposed to do that? Or
It's
Just
it's
do D20.
/R space 1d20 plus 2.
okay.
I haven't been typing the 1-9. I just
Wow.
That's fine. Symarra is
Ooh.
you and Solis together.
look at
Wow.
Mogar.
The hell?
God damn, Mogar's a freaking genius over here.
Okay, actually, Mogar, because of his 21, you guys are actually going to gain more information than you would have.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Go, Mogar!
Mogar.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Mogar sells
say
books
that
up
people
ass.
just say stuff in front of Mogar because I think he doesn't understand.
Yeah. That's a good. That's a good
So
observation.
that's how he has all his secret knowledge.
So, the things that you guys have learned, essentially the way that this works in tabletop games is it will give me a chart, and based off of this chart, how well you roll, you gain certain informations. So in this case, you managed to tick 3 boxes worth of information. So the things that you learned. The Whispering Way is a
Let me
sinister... Okay, go ahead. This is going to be noteworthy.
Yes,
The
please.
Whispering Way is a sinister organization of necromancers that has been active in the Inner Sea region for thousands of years.
Thousands, eh?
On top of that, agents of the Whispering Way often seek alliances with undead creatures, or are themselves undead. Their most notorious member was Tarbathon. Tarbathon
no.
is referred to as the Whispering Tyrant. Although the society itself has existed much longer than even that of the Mighty Necromancer. And courtesy of Mogar, you learn that the Whispering Way itself is a series of philosophies that can only be transferred via whispers. The philosophies are never written or spoken loudly, making the exact goals and nature of the secretive philosophy difficult for outsiders to learn much about. It's basically an elaborate game of telephone.
Hell yeah. Whoa.
Cool.
That's heavy
Okay.
stuff, dude. That's the Whispering Way?
Yes.
It's a group of necromancers that basically whispered to each other this way, this pact.
over thousands of years. Like, wow.
Thousands of years.
I will tell you this much. You guys did miss one block of information. It was the hardest tier to gain.
Okay. We had to get a nat 20.
Basically.
Okay.
Can we not have a? Can we not have Elo roll?
No.
You'd be so
Had
lucky
one
here.
Elo.
You would be so lucky here. So yeah,
Aw.
you've gained the information about the Whispering Way.
Do
Thank
we
you.
have any information about who they were so interested in at the prison? Sorry, it's getting late.
Harrowstone?
Yeah, because the professor noted that they seemed interested in someone or something or someone who's held in Harrowstone.
Well, you can actually do some research on Harrowstone. Remember where you're at. You're in the library.
Okay.
Ooh, didn't they say that there's something about a hag? The warden?
Yeah, the
Yes,
warden
the
is
warden-
life for dead.
Let's
died
look into
there.
see about that to see if there really is a little bit, or if we can find some kind of entries.
So
That's me
Okay.
just that's just me being a bubble
We
right
don't,
now,
we
not
don't
me
know
being
their
Mogar.
names.
you wish
Yeah.
to research Harrowstone.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay, you guys, even if you don't have them, you can make untrained checks. It's knowledge history or knowledge local.
I got none of that.
I don't have any of that.
You
I
can
don't
still
have
make an
them.
untrained check.
I will definitely do it.
This is
So it's-
basically like luck at this point. If you don't have it, then it comes at a negative, but you can still glean a lot of information.
Still R20 or D20?
Yeah.
Huh? I'll bonus roll.
Can
I'll
I?
bonus roll this.
So is it
Go back to
for
the-
people who don't have it? Is it like our D20 -1?
No. I'll worry about the like the challenge. You guys just put
Oh.
in the modifiers that you have.
Okay.
All right, this is my bonus roll.
Okay.
This is my first one, right? Yeah. My first one.
D20.
All right, I'm scared. Here we go.
What? Okay, I'm just gonna leave this alone. Maybe I'm more.
Damn it!
Mogar, you're letting us down.
Mogar's doing
you've
work.
been so
I'm
knowledgeable.
doing work here, okay?
Okay.
Bringing that
You
knowledge
guys,
stew.
you will learn a bit about Harrowstone actually, based off of
Let's
the
go.
information that you found. Harrowstone is a ruined prison, partially destroyed by a fire in 4661. The building has stood vacant ever since. The locals suspect that it's haunted, and they typically do not speak of the place. Also, Harrowstone was built in 4594. Ravengrow was founded at the same time as a place where guards and their families could live, and that would produce food and other supplies used by the prison. The fire that killed all of the prisoners and most of the guards destroyed a large portion of the prison's underground eastern wing, but it left most of the stone structure above relatively intact. The prison's warden perished in the fire, along with his wife, although no one knows why she was in the prison when the fire occurred. A statue commemorating the warden and the guards who lost their lives was built months after the tragedy. The statue still stands on the riverbank just outside of town.
Wait. What? Why would they make a statue of her only?
Not her.
Of the warden.
It was of the warden and
of the warden. Okay.
correct.
And did you say and the guards?
And the guards, yes.
And no one knows why she's there.
Nobody knows
Why
why
she
she
was
was there. Correct.
Okay.
So it could have been. So there could have been some kind of affair that him or the warden as well as the warden's wife, that they were probably having a discussion, or that they were just seeing each
Potentially,
other,
yeah.
or any of this kind of stuff. Okay.
So you said the eastern wing. Is there underground passages for the rest of the prison?
You're not sure.
Okay.
Wait, you said fire. Was the fire started by
It was a lightning.
Lightning, right? Yeah.
Lightning bolt.
Or at least,
Yeah, I'm feeling
Yes,
magic.
Pikachu.
I don't feel like that was a natural happening.
at least it's believed.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe. Is there anything else that we can search more? Maybe that. I'm not trying to like. I just want to deeper into this. Like, maybe was there someone who hated the warden? That
Pretty much everyone at the prison, except for the
Well, yeah.
guards.
Makes sense.
Remember, he's the warden. He kept these people locked away. There are a few other topics that you guys can search, but you have to call them out.
Ooh. Am I able to?
Hang on,
Sure.
Even though I have.
Sure, go for it. I
Okay.
mean,
We also,
you've been
we
there
also
the
have
entire time.
the temple Pharasma and the crypt in between the temple.
Yeah, let's do about the
Oh,
crypt.
between Eversleep and the Black Path.
Yes.
Can we
Oh,
have
the
that?
Black Path? Well, you know, I should travel that path often.
No, there's no information regarding the Restlands. Based off
Yeah.
of what you have, you already know everything.
What about the
Can
crypt?
we-
Let's look into the crypt.
I was gonna say maybe we could. Was there a list of how many, like, what prisoners were in the prison?
That was supposedly in the temple of Pharasma.
Make
Do you have an
make a
arch
check.
enemy? Do you
Give
have
me
like a super enemy?
Nix,
Let's
give
do
me a knowledge history and a knowledge local. If you tell your allies, they may be able to roll as well.
What do I tell them?
Tell us.
Tell us. Just say
What-
share info.
Hey,
Whatever your
guys,
idea
we
is.
We should definitely see if there's like a prison list, prisoner list.
He mentioned it in his journal.
He mentioned it in the journal. I'm not crazy.
Yes.
You know the crazy ones say they're not crazy, right?
Okay, so just roll d20 for 2, isn't it?
Yeah.
For one for history, local, one for.
No, just one or the other, not both.
Oh, I don't have any, so it's just a d20.
Yeah.
Wait, it's not a D20 plus 2?
Yes, it will be a d20 plus 2.
Oh, I didn't do that.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
Did you just add 2?
Turd. All right,
Oh.
hold on. No way. We'll do a better roll.
Roll 2 rolls.
Yeah!
Mogar, you got the exact same thing.
I know. Shush.
Damn, Nix, let's go.
Very cool. Very cool.
Let's fucking go, mates!
Let's go with the 20.
Yes.
Okay, Nyx, the things that you learn. Originally, Harrowstone housed only local criminals, but as the prison's fame spread, other counties and distant lands began paying to have more dangerous criminals housed within the prison's walls. At the time of the Great Harrowstone Fire, the number of particularly violent or dangerous criminals imprisoned within the dungeons below was at an all-time high. You've also learned that the 5 most notorious prisoners in Harrowstone at the time of the Great Fire was Father Charlatan, the Lopper, the Mosswater Marauder,
I'm sorry, the Moss.
Oh, the Marauder?
And a Lopper.
The
Wait,
Moss-
wait,
We
wait.
got both of them in the thingy, the lullaby.
Yeah, from
Also,
Wasn't
Yeah.
that from the lullaby?
Mhm.
There's Father
Mhm.
Charlatan,
Yeah.
the Lopper,
Father.
Mhm.
the Mosswater Marauder,
Yep.
the Piper of Illmarsh, and regarded as the most dangerous, the Splatterman.
Yep.
So, that gave me chills,
sick.
not gonna lie. The Splatterman, when you said that, oh, yes, let's go! Let's
The
go!
Splatterman. How can we? How did he murder people?
Yes!
The information,
Because
the last information that she can find based off of this, that is sealed and can only be found within the records of Harrowstone.
So we have to go to the
guys,
We have to
we
go to
super
prison.
Let's go to
the
Harrowstone.
cult. No, the cult. What was their name?
The Cult of the Whispering Way.
Way.
Oh.
No,
We have to go there?
No. The other people. The
The
ones
order?
that have the list.
Oh,
Shut-
wait.
What?
The list is at.
I
Dial it
thought
back
you
a
read
little
the
bit.
journal.
Who
that-
did you, okay, so let me go back and look at the journal entry.
The people that Cypress talked to earlier, they're part of a certain.
Well,
group.
in the journal he says, "I need a list of everyone who died the night of the fire,"
Yes.
and that's at the Temple of Pharasma.
Okay, that's it. Temper for
So we don't know if they're dead or what happened.
Correct.
Yeah.
Alright, so we'll have to check.
So that would be
Yeah.
good. Like check the list, and if they're not on it,
Yeah.
then I'll be yeah.
Yeah, then they're connected.
Yeah.
In a huge way.
Or if
Temper
they're
for us,
undead.
right?
No.
Can we get any further information from these from these 5? So you said about Splatterman's notorious, and we can only get his information from those records at the place. Can we get any other places, any other people's information, or is any further information about them is at that spot?
It's believed that the dossiers regarding these criminals are all recorded and tucked away inside of Harrowstone.
Understood.
All right, we have the middle of the week.
Yeah.
And we can't go there just yet.
We got 15 minutes to make it juicy cliffhanger.
So, you have about, like you said, 15 minutes left, and you guys have killed several more hours inside of the study. Many pots of tea have been made. The kettle has been whistling all evening. She will have cooked many a steaks, courtesy of Zokar, and you guys will be fed, taken care of. The hearth is warm. The night is still mostly young, and you're not afraid of walking outside. Remember, you're adventurers. You're the brave and the bold.
To the bar!
Are we at night right
To
now?
the bar.
To the bar.
We should
Correct.
celebrate
We should-
our findings!
Findings.
How late is it? Is it pretty late?
Yeah, it's very late. Definitely.
We should get rest, or we'll be like crappy.
I mean, it's not like 1
You
or 2
are
o'clock in the morning.
always the party pooper.
No, I mean I don't know if we need a rest.
How much can
it'll
2
take away from our
copper?
agility?
How much can 2 copper give me in beer? Can we give me 1 more beer?
It's 1 ale, and at this point, you have burned through multiple hours worth. So it's nothing. It's not
What do
going
you
to
mean
be.
it's nothing?
It's not going to get you drunk. You've burned away.
I know.
Yeah, you're sober.
Just to have a taste. Just to have a taste.
Just to wet his whistle.
I just need
I
something.
mean,
hold on.
we could totally try breaking into
Yeah.
there, but I feel like probably not a good idea with Mr. Gibbs so across us already.
Mm.
All right, we should head back then, right?
Well, I mean, you're currently at
We're already
your
home.
establishment. You're at home.
Yeah, we're at the-
Oh, we're at our
Yeah.
establishment.
Unless
We're
Mogar feels so uncomfortable he has to stay at an inn.
Mm-mm, mm-mm. No, what I'm
Not
saying
tonight.
is we're at the letter N currently in the map.